Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. Generally if somebody emails me and says, hey, I want a watch that does this, this, and this, and I want to spend $500. If I can get the person there in 200 or 300, I will. I don't advocate spending all of your budget on something. If you can get there for less, let's just get there for less. Tools are one area where I do not believe that. So today I want to share with you briefly two tools that you certainly should not skimp on. And we will get over to that and I will show you why. On my own wrist today, one wrist I've got the Spinnaker Islander collab. This was the Bradner in the, like a burnt fire orange ombre effect. And on the other wrist, my Marathon G-Star Anthracite. Tritium tubes, 41 millimeter, jet black, looks awesome. Let's talk about tools. You know, as the saying goes, the tools do not make the carpenter. While that is true, if you're going to start your horology journey, I really want you to spend money on two items. And that would be your choice of spring bar tool. Whoops. Because I really feel, especially as you start, this will be the tool that you grab the most. My spring bar tool actually sits in my pen and pencil cup on my desk. That is how often I use it. I really have them scattered in a couple places throughout the office, much like I do my box cutters that you saw in a recent video. I literally have these. I buy like 50 of them at a clip, and I just leave them everywhere because I find them everywhere at the end of the day. Two things I want you to spend money on. Spring bar tool, and screwdrivers. This before this. What's interesting is that I sell a toolkit, model number TSA7003. Sold it for years. And it has a spring bar tool and it has screwdrivers in it. The spring bar tool is The screwdrivers suck. I'll be brutally honest with you. And this is like one of the screwdrivers from the kit. It'll do the job, but the tip is not nice. The turning isn't good, doesn't have much grip. It's just not worth it. You really need to spend a couple of bucks. And likewise, so this is not the spring bar tool from that kit. The spring bar tool that comes in that kit also is not great. You might be saying, Mark, you're trashing your own product. Why, yes, I am. But there's a lot of things in that kit that are awesome for the beginner. There is a 2-point spanner wrench that you can use to take off case backs, which is cool. There are, I believe, 3 punches that you use for punching out pins on bracelets. There's a loop, which is decent. There's a case back knife, which you can use for bezel prying. And there's also actually a really good, my favorite, I have this in a couple places in the office as well, a block that you can use to lay a bracelet on, use those punches, and a hammer with 2 heads on it, a nylon head and like a brass head. Anyway, so this is a spring bar tool that I sell. This is model number TUM1004. And I sell it for $15. It's got 2 ends on it. You know what? This is actually going to be a no-glove video. It's just going to be easier that way. It's got 2 ends on it. You unscrew the little collet here, and you can pull it out. There you go. And it's got a little tabby. You stick it in, and this end would be used for changing straps. Watch with a strap because you can get around the leather and pull it down. And then this end is double duty. You unscrew it, you'll see. One end is a fork, I think you can see that, and the other end is a straight pin. It's an okay tool for 15 bucks, but for just $6 more, I sell a Bergeon. Bergeon is the premier, eminent, #1 watch tool maker, I would say pretty much in the world. They're all Swiss-made tools. They're really expensive. Some of their tools are crazy expensive. I have a Bergeon bezel remover that ran me, I think, $500 or $600. It's kind of insane. But this is their model number 6767. I sell 2 of them. They are only $21 or $22, so $7 more than this. But you get so much higher quality. The knurling on this thing is it's insane. And then the tips. So instead of being held in by a collet, the tips are really nicely threaded, so they hold in super secure. But they're only single. It's only a single end, but it's this beautiful fork. And we do sell these. Pardon my disgusting nails. We do sell these amazing forks. These fine forks. They're so pointy. They'll easily pierce my skin if I push hard enough. But we sell the replacements if they go dull on you. But they are steel, so they should last you a long time. And then the other end of this guy is just a straight point. You can use this point for removing, am I wearing one? Yeah, like so if like this watch has, this Marathon has holes in the lug right there, I can push it through and remove the bracelet. You could size a bracelet with this. It's strong enough. You could just hold the bracelet and push the pins out. It'll work for that. So this is 6767-F. There's another one, -S, which has the pin and this doohickey on the end. I never use this. If I have a leather strap watch, I'm still using the fine point end to peel back the spring pin and take it off. So I think this for 21 bucks or 22 bucks is the tool you definitely need. And joke's almost on me, because I say, oh, you could buy this from me, you know, it's more expensive. I actually make more profit on this, because I custom make these, or I custom make them, I buy them. I buy these from China, you know, by the hundreds, whereas this, you know, they're made in Switzerland. They're really pricey for me to buy. I don't mark them up too much. I could probably get 30 bucks for them, but I don't, because I want you to have a good tool. Which brings us to screwdrivers. So after you get yourself a good spring bar tool, I don't sell a good screwdriver. I will be brutally honest with you yet. Will I get into that business? I don't know, I might one day. This is a Bergeon screwdriver. Let's see if I can find, I don't know, can you see it? I apologize, the camera's not focusing too well, but it says it right there. It's engraved by laser. This is a Bergeon Swiss screwdriver. It's part of an 8 screwdriver spinny set that I have. I believe I spent 170, 180 bucks on the set. You know what? That's what they go for now. I want to say it was probably more like 130, 140, maybe a decade ago. But so worth it. Again, beautiful knurling on it. Easy to rotate. See, as I'm rotating this, the head kind of stays, so when you have to use it, you can put your finger on top and spin it like this, and it's nice and smooth. Versus this that we include in, like as I said, our TSA 7003 toolkit that I'm bashing, just doesn't feel the same. The knurling, let's just be honest, the knurling is horrendous. It sucks. And the tip, you'll break it pretty fast. It's not precision ground. That's the other thing too with these, especially when you're sizing a bracelet, the tip is precision ground. So as long as you're using the right width for the right screw, it won't slip out, it won't cam out, you won't break your fingers, you won't slice your fingers open. It just makes the job a lot less curse-worthy and a lot more pleasant to do. That being said, I know a lot of you may key in on the fact that I do give a screwdriver away with every bracelet that I sell. That's an Islander bracelet, and every Islander watch that has a screw system for the links. Yes, but they are actually decent screwdrivers. Are they Bergeons? No, they're not. I also get them made in China. I get them made by the 5,000 and 10,000 piece batches, but they actually cost me a decent amount of money to the fact that I give them away. It actually does impact my bottom line, but they're good, and I don't mind giving them away. Because they're good, I know they'll do the job and it makes people happy. But yeah, so that's really all I wanted to say. So as you start your journey, I really think invest in a good spring bar tool. Bergeon would be my first stop. A Horotech, one of those. You read up on these things online and see what people recommend. And then screwdrivers, again, Bergeon, or even, again, Horotech as well. I have Horotech tools. I have plenty of tools from all these brands. You know, I have spring bar pliers that cost me like 200 bucks. All these insane things. And you know how often I use them? Almost 0 times. I grab this all the time, and I grab my screwdrivers all the time. And that's it. It has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com talking about cheap tools and expensive tools. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Questions, comments, anything else, leave it down below, and I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.